Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for April the 1st through to the 15th. So we are in Aries season fire. It's going to be interesting to see how you transition from your fellow water sign Pisces into fire energy. Sometimes it's not the easiest for the water signs, but depends on your placements. We have Pentacle 4 and Pentacle 5 come out. Venus, Taurus, Mercury, Capricorn. So I just need to say quickly, Scorpio, before we get stuck into it, that this is a general reading. So just take what feels right and leave the rest. Use your spiel. You're the master of your own energy. And there will be an extended reading to this reading. The link will be in the description box below. We'll take you over to Vimeo and we'll get more information, clarifiers, look at more of what's coming in the future, as well as focus in on career, money, love and relationships in that extended reading. So let's look at this. Pentacle 5, Venus, Taurus, Pentacle 4, Mercury, Capricorn. Interesting. Okay, so, I mean, it's all about money, really, and material possessions, really. But I do feel a lot to do with money. And it's kind of like what I'm getting is that you need to take a step backwards. It's like you went down a path or a direction that was going to produce some sort of a loss or was not the right path, whatever that was. And it's like you kind of just being corrected by the universe almost. It's like kind of like, don't go that way, come back. Let's look at what foundations you're building here. Let's look at what you were trying to do. In the first place, let's get back to the core of what it is you're trying to bring in here. The purpose of it, really get to like the reasons why you're doing something. Feels very much connected to money, career, but it can be relationships as well. But it's very much saying, yes, let's take a step back before you go too far down that other path. And so that's actually really positive, even though it can have the element of frustration around it. It's actually, I do feel like it's more like, oh no, this feels right. Feels like what I should be doing. And look what's coming in the sun. Leo, Aries. So, this is beautiful. You're getting very, very clear, very, very clear. Yeah, very, very clear messages about which path to take. And it's very much this path, not the other path that you were going down. So very, very, this Aries energy is coming in loud and strong, loud and clear. It's like saying, showing you where there may have been some lack, or where there may have been some issues with money or debt or whatever it is, and kind of going, let's just rebuild and do something totally different and start again. Not start again, but let's go in this other direction. Here comes Stella, my beautiful cat. You've come to join Scorpio today, have you, darling? So, yeah, let's see what else is coming in. We'll pull some more tarot. Hello, sweetheart. Okay, so let's see what else you need to know around this, Scorpio. But that coming in, that Aries energy of Leo sun is actually, the sun can mean breakthroughs as well. It can mean happiness. But I'm getting very strongly the fact that you've got like this kind of, Gemini energy. Look, 8 of Swords, this is where you've been stuck. And the Queen of Wands, this is the Leo energy of actually helping you become very unstuck. And really part of the Leo energy and this Queen of Wands energy is she is like a money magnetizer. She attracts just automatically by her warmth, her generosity, the vibration she's at. It's the energy of attracting money or the right people to you, and that's helping you. And it's a fire. It's connecting to that fire energy that we all have, the 4 elements within us. And so, it's unique to each of us depending on their placements in our birth chart. And interestingly, she's got a little cat at her, as we've got Stella, like it's kind of very similar. And it's like that cat represents the shadow. And there's all this opportunity around you, and it's steering you towards that. It's going, no, look over here, look over this side. Don't let this side go down this path of negativity or down a path that is luring you. Perhaps there may be some trickery or deception down that path. It's very much saying, no, come out into the light, see the opportunity and head towards what feels right. It's very intuitive. And then we've got this Six of Swords, which is in your conscious mind, which is that, yeah, you know that there's some sort of, there's the need to move. There's need to make an adjustment. There's a need to find a place that's going to bring you more peace of mind. And so for some of you, this being in your conscious mind, this can be moving. This can be moving, relocating, however that appears. It can be traveling. It's just a sense that something needs to be moved. You need to move on from something. So, and at the base, we have the Lovers, and in comes this Gemini energy that we were talking about. And I was kind of getting Gemini, even though it wasn't presenting so much, but I was just getting Gemini, and here it comes out. This is the Gemini card, and it means there's a choice to be made here. There is a choice, and two options are being presented to you very, very clearly. And one option's really, really good and one option isn't. And that the fact the sun's come in, I think that may become very clear to you. But it is sometimes, even though it's clear that there's a better option, it's not always the path that we take, is there? So we'll pull some more cards around this. But you're very much, and like I said, this choice can be anything that's coming through here, but it is very much, it's your decision to make. We have the Judgment card here, and this is very much the sense that something ended. There's almost a double ending. There's a sense that two things, this can be that it can be more powerful or it can be two separate things. And again, we keep getting this Gemini energy of there's two different things happening here, two different sides. And the Judgment card's actually kind of quite interesting because it's saying it's time to pick. It's time to pick a side, it's time to choose, and it's time to let something from the past go in a big time. And it's a sense that there's something new is being heralded that's coming in here, and it really, there's a massive energy of encouragement for the universe to go, look, there's all this opportunity, step into it. And look what's coming in Justice, okay, in the near future. And this Gemini energy is right at the base of the reading. So it's what's happening deep down, and deep down you know that there is this choice, this decision to be made, which path to go on. And then interestingly, we have this balance coming in with the Justice energy, but also new contracts. New contracts. So this can represent new soul contracts. It can represent a new job contract, bank contract, any kind of legalities. This can be fairness, justice coming through for some of you in terms of something that hasn't been fair. This can be a legal decision in your favor. But it is a sense also that you are weighing up the options with a very rational mind, trying to understand the truth of what it is and seeing both things, even though you might be getting some very clear pointers towards one way, it's very much saying not being influenced by something or an energy or someone and just going, look, I need my space. I need to actually work this out myself. And so that's also really important to come in as well. And so it's creating quite a clear boundary around your decision making, but it's also a decision that is going to be very fair. And in terms of relationships, you might be having to consider other people in the near future as well. So I feel like there's a lot of fairness coming through with the way you're weighing things up and making decisions as well. So there's also that can come through with that. Now you're presenting as the Strength card, and this is Virgo meets Leo. And it's kind of interesting that your fire is coming out, this Leo energy of the Strength card coming through there. And it is a sense that you are combining two elements, so the earth and the fire. And it's kind of like interesting because we've got earth, fire here, the four of the Pentacles, and the Sun card, which is Leo Aries energy. And so it's like it's like this Justice card, you're actually weaving these two energies grounding something down, but really understanding what it is that you want with it. And it's being very resilient. There's this resilience and strength coming in, and this sense that I'm doing it my way, and I'm going to do it in a very measured, fair way. And so I'm going to look at this. I'm not going to be carried away with, what I'm feeling in terms of the fire can be very impetuous. I need to do this, follow my passion. It can look before you leap kind of energy. It's like, no, this is new, and I am going to actually, ground it down, be very practical about it, look at it, but also not let my fire go out, not let the passion for it just because I'm being very pragmatic. And so it's this lovely balanced energy that's coming through, and it's what's needed, Scorpio. It's actually really good because, and I do feel like what it is, it's a lot to do with money, like I said, and it's actually heading you in the right direction. It's saying you need this very pragmatic approach at the moment, but not too pragmatic that you kind of lose the reason why you're doing something in the first place. And then energy around you, we have the High Priestess. And this is interesting. We're kind of saying we're seeing the two sides of something. Very much there's a sense of you're seeing two different directions, or you're seeing two sides of someone, or you're seeing two sides of a situation. So there's very much that coming in, and your intuition is so strong. It's like I want to click my fingers. I am clicking my fingers, and Stella's looking at me and going, what are you doing? What's that noise? But what I'm getting is that you can see with this intuitive energy, it's like very clearly you're like the psychic detective that you can actually see or intuit very, very clearly what this person's feeling or what that person's feeling, and intuiting the both sides of it and seeing this person needs this, that person needs that. It's very diplomatic. It's a lot of negotiating, and this can be negotiating sides within yourself. It can be negotiating two different paths. Either way, it's very much this sense with the Gemini energy. And it can also, Gemini can be, it's not really coming in so much as a bit of Mercury in there, but Gemini can be around truth and people that sometimes bend the truth, and it's very much like I need to know what the truth is and find the middle ground here. So yeah, it's highly intuitive, I would say, very intuitive. You'll be getting all these non-verbal intuitive messages of people that they probably don't even realize that you're getting, and using that, it's using it in a fair way, which is actually, for the better outcome for all, or for yourself, or for your money, however this is presenting career. And Nine of Pentacles, this is hopes and fears. Yeah, there's money here. Wanting money to come in. This is the Nine of Pentacles, financial independence. For some of you, it's like a very independent energy of just happy to be in your own space. You're happy to be on your own if you're single, or just happy to be doing things your way. So it is very much like I am going to consider others, but I'm doing it my way, and I'm taking control of this. So, but in a measured way, I would say. So let's look at the outcome coming through for you, Scorpio. So it feels really good. It feels really good. Very much using all of your skills to the positive, the advantage. And we have the Seven of Swords. And this is interesting because this is, really you've got the Six of Swords on your mind that you need to make there's a sense of moving, there's a need to move. And the Seven of Swords is actually enacting that, saying, okay, I'm going to start putting that into action. I'm going to start doing it. I'm moving away from something, putting my plan in. It can be that you are planning to leave something or someone or an energy or just an attachment to an energy. You're gathering your resources, putting your plan in action, but there can be there's discretion with this. It can be very discreet, and it can be that you might not need to tell everybody your plans, keeping your cards pretty close to your chest. I'm going to pull another card just to go with that Seven of Swords. But I do feel like they want to say getting away with something as well. The Seven of Swords is also, they're showing me that this could be you seeing, look, you've got another Leo card at the bottom, which is success and victory. Look, here you are coming in as the King of Cups, okay? You're coming in very strong next to this Seven of Swords. So this can also be you seeing deception and trickery around you, seeing the two sides and seeing someone's agenda and actually seeing that someone's deceiving you as well. That can also be part of the outcome. You can see that someone's trying to get away with something and that they shouldn't be. And it's very much, it's very much, I feel like you've kind of not getting caught up emotionally in it. You're you're the master of your emotions, not the other way around. And so it's very much, if this can be also your head and your heart having an interesting conversation. It can be your heart going, look, I know what it is that I want. I know where I'm going, and the head going, well, I'm going in this other direction. So I think we need to kind of, and so it could be that kind of energy as well. I do feel like it's really positive though, Scorpio, the fact that you've come in your power against this energy of the Seven of Swords, which is, very much like not letting the negative aspects of what that Seven of Swords could be, which is mistrust, deception, trickery, untruths, all of that sort of stuff, not letting that get to you, being very much on top of that. And then it can also be, like I said, it can be you being finding stable ground within your emotions and knowing that there's an action that needs to be taken and you need to leave something. So it can be either of any of those things, but either way, I feel like you come out pretty unscathed. The fact that you're that King of Cups there. So I do feel like, there's this new contracts here. So that could be leaving a situation and stepping into something new with this Justice energy. And I feel like what's being presented is going to have more money attached to it. So there is a sense of, yes, following your emotions, but not letting them get the better of you. So there is success surrounded this, but a big choice to be made here. So I'm going to pull, and actually they're saying pull an animal spirit energy. So I'm going to do that for you, Scorpio. The Crow. And this is like, the Crow's like the psychic card here. It's very much the psychic energy. And that's what I'm getting with that King of Cups, is you're stepping into like your very intuitive psychic space and actually seeing a lot of what's going on here. And this can be your own life. They're showing me it can be your own life and what it is that you need to be doing in order to get what it is and get to to the next step and what you need to be doing. Because there's very concrete things coming in here that are leading you to that, like new contracts, choices to be made, moving, relocation, all of that sort of stuff coming through. And so you're able to navigate very clearly through your psychic and intuitive means with this Crow to be able to hold a very clear vision of what it is that you see happening and what it is that you see that you want here. It's I feel like it's a very potent psychic time for you, which is actually quite interesting. So let me pull a charm. Stella really doesn't like this, so I'm going to try and jiggle it without... She doesn't like the noise. I think it sounds a bit like hissing, like a snake or something. We have the Star, beautiful Star. And other cats missing, Star and Stella, right next to each other, for those of you that know my other cat's called Star. But anyway, let's talk about you. So you have the Sun and the Star coming through, and what I'm getting with this is because the Star is like following your guidance, your higher self, your intuitive self. There is a point that you are of guidance that you're following. It's like the North Node. So, for some of you that are into astrology and know where your North Node is, that's something that's actually pulling you, guiding you at this moment in time. But if you don't know what it is, it's this sense of life purpose, that there is something higher that you're guiding. And I'm actually being shown, I don't know why, but I'm being shown the 3 wise men following the star towards Jesus. And it was like a fated meeting, and so much occurred from that meeting. And so there's this sense that there's a very strong synchronistic fated pull that is pulling you towards a fated towards your fate, whatever that is. It feels really positive. So there's this very intuitive pull that towards a certain direction, and you're going to be feeling that really, really strongly. So that's it, Scorpio. I think I might just leave you with an affirmation card, and then we're going to take it over to the extended reading. So let's just see what we got. Everything I touch is a success. And that kind of is what it feels like. You're just intuitively feeling the way. It's like you are the high priestess, the magician, all this sort of stuff. I now establish a new awareness of success. I know I can be as successful as I make up my mind to be. I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. Excuse me, Stelly, don't bite the card. So, yeah, I mean, that is really amazing. And that kind of sums up a lot of what we were talking with the Queen of Wands. Things are being drawn to you, and it does feel like you're very much being guided towards a very successful, lots of opportunity, and saying, look, here it is, and very much being guided towards that. And, you know, for me, this is the year for you, Scorpios, of money, a relationship to money, looking at that. And there's a huge opportunity to bring in more money. And I feel like this is kind of like a positive step towards that. It's really just guiding you in that direction. So that's it. Yeah, wonderful time. A very positive energy, I would say, coming through for you. So that's where I'm going to leave this YouTube reading. We'll take it over to the extended reading, where we will pull some clarifiers, find out what else you need to know, because there's always parallel narratives and energies going on. It's always complicated. And then we'll look at what else is. We'll pull some more cards for the near future and the future beyond. And then we'll pull specific cards for career, money, and love and relationships, and focus in on them. So that's everything that's happening in the extended reading. I'd love it if you come over to that. The link is in the description box below, and I usually pin the link to the comments as well. It will take you over to Vimeo. But this is where we're leaving each other. We've got Stella here, just been really good in this reading today, Stella, haven't you? You've been like the little black cat and the Queen of Wands, just listening, just being part of it, but not being too disruptive, because sometimes she can be quite disruptive. But we love Stella coming along. So if this is where we're leaving each other, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate you coming along and listening to my channel. And I hope that this helped. And if you did enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Love to hear your comments. And share if you think this is going to help somebody as well. So take care, Scorpio, and I'll see you next time. Bye.